because he's taking care of kids.
Is that the
Bunch of
reason this time?
punks. Well, doesn't he have young men's every night?
Oh, yeah. Hello,
Yeah.
everybody. We are back and better than ever, but we're still missing Tyler because he's always really busy, apparently.
Just doesn't care. Might have to reevaluate his
Football,
position.
Wasn't he the
football
one
is
that
not
originally
relevant to him.
chose Wednesday night?
Uh, yeah,
I
was that him?
believe so, and then it switched because it was literally the week before we were supposed to have our first episode. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, by the way, we switched this to Wednesday nights." It's like, bro,
It's all his fault.
Sadly, I'm like, Wednesday's probably my busiest day.
yeah.
Ooh, yeah, no, that's Tuesday for me, so let's keep it on Wednesday.
What about Thursdays? Thursday night football.
Yeah, but then I want to
Yeah.
actually watch the game, unless it's that atrocity of the Raiders and Broncos this week.
I was to say unless.
Here's the thing.
Unless.
Going into the week, I'm like, I'm excited to watch this game because I'm excited to watch the Broncos put up 40 to 50 points. Nope.
Right.
Costing me my
But at the same
fantasy
time,
games.
too, yeah, well, at the same time, too, Monday Night Football this week, like, what? Huh?
Do we really want to watch it?
And the worst thing is, I still don't know if Monday Night Football proved if the Eagles and Packers are either good or bad. I don't know.
So, you know how, like, my oldest is, like, starting to get into NFL football now? Like, literally,
He's
it's a thing with,
the
like,
Chargers and was very happy that they won, I assume.
yeah, he is, but that wasn't where I was going with this. Because it's like, basically anytime he knows there's a game on, he asks me to turn it on. And I'm like,
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. I'm gonna indulge my kid for that. So we started watching, Monday Night Football. And yeah, we only got, like, maybe, like, just through the first quarter. And he turns to me, he's like, Dad, this game is boring.
You
Like, the
actually did
5-year-old clued into
watch
that.
the Monday Night Football?
Yeah, it's called local cable.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I thought basically if you don't have cable, you basically can't get it anymore, which is so weird.
Yeah. I have an antenna on my roof, so funny enough, like I can get Monday Night Football, I can get Sunday Night Football. I have Prime, so I can get Thursday Night Football, but I don't have Sunday tickets, so I only get like 2 afternoon and morning games. Oh well.
I got Peacock and Paramount, so I'm lucky if I get 2 games on Sunday, and then I get Thursday night.
It's better than nothing, I guess.
Not
Yeah.
when the teams are all sucking.
If I want Sunday Ticket, actually, if you guys want access to Sunday Ticket, my parents do it every year. But if you want in on it, you have to pay your portion. So the more people
Right,
you
and-
have, the cheaper it is.
That'd be fun. My only problem is then I'm gonna be hooked, and then I'm never gonna get anything done.
And
Yeah.
As much
All
as
right.
I love football. I do
Right?
not watch football that much in my house.
yeah, Nice.
It's what happens when I'm the only sports person in my house.
Yeah, it's a little different in my household. The TV is always on Saturdays during college football season.
I mean,
Yeah.
you and your wife are very big sports people, where you kind of watch basketball, football, baseball.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
hockey is
Hockey.
in theirs too.
Yeah. Tennis and golf. Well, golf for me, tennis for her.
So
Oh, yeah.
essentially every sport.
It's a good time. And then we're gonna brainwash our kids into it too.
Beautiful. Who could ask for more?
Yep. Oh yeah, dream. It's the dream right there. All right, let's kick off with our favorite games from Week 10 and why, Matt. I mean, I knew you talk about it with Patriots and Buccaneers, but I want to chime in on this too. So get us rolling.
It was such a good game, like just for a myriad of reasons. But it really showed that the Patriots are a road team. Like they can handle it. Like it doesn't really shake them up too bad. And they played well. They finally put the ball in Trayvon Henderson's hands.
Yeah.
And everyone saw what he did. And then the Williams, the rookie receiver, dude, he had a game. So it's like,
And I sent the picture, or I sent the video earlier of Tonga, where they made him the fullback, and he just broke through, mowing people
Right.
down.
yeah. So I think they have a great system again. They got the head coach that knows how to play or coach both ways. He understands his offensive coordinator. That's what he does. That's all he does. That's it. And it's showing that he is like that's his role. He should have never been a head coach. But and then I just feel like everything's coming together. Yeah, they have a little couple issues on the line, but for the most part, they're playing consistent and good. And I said at the beginning of the year, they're going to be a dangerous team. And it drives me nuts that it's taken 8 games for people to realize, oh, this is a good team.
Well, with that said,
But
Shane, you're probably not going to like me saying this comment, and I'm curious to hear what you're going to say in response to this. But
Disappointed.
due to how well the Patriots are playing right now, and the fact, Matt, that the Dolphins did y'all a favor this past week by knocking the Bills down another rung, I'm gonna be real with you. Here's my take. I think the Patriots are just darn near about a lock for the 1 seed in the AFC.
Oh, that's what you were gonna say? Oh, it's gonna come down between the Patriots and the Colts, and surprisingly the Broncos. I'm not even gonna look at that and screw them. I think the Patriots are better than the Colts, honestly.
Okay, well, do me a favor with that too. If we're gonna exclude the Broncos, which I kind of want to right now. I was talking with one of my buddies who's a really big Broncos fan. He was like, "So what do you think of the Broncos?" And I'm like, "Dude, y'all are the luckiest 8-2 team ever, outside of the freaking Kansas City Chiefs last year." So excluding the Broncos, why don't y'all do me a favor, Matt? You pull up the Patriots schedule for the rest of the season. Shane, you pull up the Colts schedule for the rest of the season. All right, let's do a comparison here. So, Matt, let's hear it. Patriots schedule for the rest of the season.
Patriots
just go through it slowly.
Schedules.
Yep, go through it slowly. Go.
Are you kidding me? My internet just like took a fart. Pieces.
I got it memorized.
The next couple of games, yeah. But so while this is loading, I know the first game that they have next week.
I have it pulled up ready for.
You do? Go right ahead, because I can't move anything.
Okay, go through it slowly.
So
I'm just gonna give you my takes.
Tomorrow, which, by the way, they're gonna sport the rivalry jerseys tomorrow. We got the Jets at the Patriots.
That's a win.
That should be a win. Then,
yep. Next.
Then, this is the one I think would be interesting, because if rumors are true, this could be bad. Patriots at the Bengals.
Now, win.
If
Burrow will be back.
I was like,
Burrow's not back
Burrow
yet.
Comes back that week, though.
He just barely got cleared for activities again. That's not enough time.
If he comes back that week, this smells like a trap game if Burrow is back.
Okay, yes, but I'm going to say no.
Even with Burrow, I don't think they. I just don't.
Shane, respectfully.
The defense.
Yeah. Respectfully, yes, but no.
Yeah. After that, we have the Giants.
That's a win.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bye week.
Yes.
Nice.
The bye week. So get healthy real late in the season. Then at
It's
home,
the tough
the
part of the
Patriots
schedule.
are hosting the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably the toughest game remaining. We'll go into that later here within the within this episode. But yes, that's probably the toughest game remaining this season. I still say that's the odds for a win is pretty good.
There's one more that I think might be tougher, and it's immediately after the Bills.
That what, the Ravens?
Mm-hmm.
Ravens. And they are the away.
Yeah.
The Patriots are the away team as well, so
maybe. Okay. All right.
And then it's
what we
pretty
still
much
got?
like pretty much guaranteed.
Yep.
The last
and
2
then
games.
The last game is the Dolphins. The Patriots host the Dolphins
Yep.
at home.
Okay, now give me the Colts schedule.
Colts have a brutal back half. So this Sunday they got the Chiefs in Arrowhead.
Okay, but I would like to point out for some reason, I don't know what it is, but the Colts somehow always seem to own the Chiefs even when they're bad. I swear, look back statistically in the times they've matched up when the Chiefs are really, really good, even when they go on to win the Super Bowl and Mahomes has an MVP career. For some reason, the Colts always beat them.
Yeah.
After that, division rival against the Texans, and I will say this: the Texans have a top-tier defense.
Yes. It could make it rough for Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then the Colts play the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
They don't. They
And the Jaguars don't
historically they
choke
haven't
it.
done well.
Yeah, I was like, Colts struggle against Jacksonville, so there's that.
Yep.
Then the Colts go to Seattle to play the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm taking the Hawks on that one.
Yeah, the Hawks are very strong right now.
They're hot right now.
Then the Colts will host the 49ers.
Yeah, they could win that game.
Mm-hmm. Then they will host Jacksonville again.
They could win that game.
Mm-hmm. And then to finish the season, they travel to Houston to finish the season against the Texans again.
Yeah, it's a tougher schedule, that's for sure.
Yeah, I believe I sent it in the group chat where it was like the Patriots had the easiest schedule overall this year.
I mean, at the beginning of the season, we said yes, it is a very, very comfy schedule, but at the same time, I don't want to say, oh yeah, well the Patriots have just benefited from the easy schedule, because there are games where I look at it and I'm like, they should have lost that game, and they didn't.
I'm
And
surprised they. What
I
blows my mind
think
the
it
most,
is a straight up cop out.
what
For
blows my mind the
personally,
most
it's a cop out. It's an easy scapegoat to use on a team that everyone just hates. Oh, they have a weak schedule. Okay, define the Bills getting trounced by the Dolphins because they're a bad team.
yeah, but it's also a division
So
rival.
and
I don't count those.
oh no, you can't use that. You gotta be you gotta be
No,
both
I have
sides if you're gonna
always
use one
used
side
that.
or the other.
I always use that. I will use that
Because
for
it's
any team. Division rival games are
anybody.
different.
Yeah, anybody can beat anybody on any given Sunday,
Yes.
especially if it's a division rival.
Yes. What I will say, the Patriots just had the most depressing start, and then you guys just figured it out. You guys started 1-2, started 0-1, losing against the Raiders opening week, which I'll give you guys credit for. You guys had Mike Vrabel, new coach, new system, yada yada yada. We've heard all that boring talk before. Then you guys beat the Dolphins, which, okay, yeah, Dolphins are the Dolphins. They've been kind of bad this year. You lose to the Steelers, which the Steelers have a pretty solid defense. And then you guys just kind of went on a streak, but a lot of those games, surprisingly, I feel like the Panthers have turned into one of the better teams, and you guys demolished them. The Bills have kind of been, Saints have been bad. Titans have been bad. Browns are
just
bad.
to kind of move this on from here, Shane, like here's probably the best way to describe it. And Matt, I do feel like you have to agree with me on this. If we get to the when we get to the postseason, and if the Patriots play well, let's say win 1, 2 postseason games, like let's say they make it to the AFC Championship, and honestly, well, if they're the 1 seed, then they'd have to win the divisional round. But let's say they're not the 1 seed and they have to play the wild card game and they win the wild card game. So basically, I'm saying if they win 1 or 2 games, then everyone's gonna be like, okay, cool. The Patriots, I think at that point it needs to be reality for all of the rest of the NFL fans who don't like the fact that the Patriots are back, which is the Patriots are good again. If you guys lose your first game in the postseason and you're knocked out that quick, it's gonna be brutal. You're not gonna be able to live that down for a bit.
Wow, you got Matt to lose his voice. you broke him. Never thought I'd see the day.
He has no response to that. Either that or his mic or his internet just died. He did say it was being screwy.
Died.
Yeah.
But I mean, I will say, I'm like.
But don't you agree with that, Shane? Like, honestly, like, if the Patriots make a run, then okay, we can be like, yeah, okay, cool. You can't use the weak schedule arguments anymore.
I am cautiously optimistic with the Patriots. I'll say that, where I look at their wins, I'm like, yeah, the Patriots seem really good, and some of their wins, I'm like, yeah, those were great wins. But then I look at a lot of the teams they play, and I'm like, okay, they've also played a lot of teams that are doing really bad. I think. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to pull up a different thing real quick. Let me
And
check
then let's
some.
move on to the next. Let's move
I
on to the
think they've
next
only
one here.
played 2 teams that have a winning record. Yeah, 2 teams that have a winning record right now.
So again, we have to see how things are going to go because and this is where I'm going to make the transition here because this is going to be the same argument. I'm hearing it a lot from Packers fans right now, obviously after they got embarrassed on Monday Night Football. But of course, their comment is, I showed it to you earlier. Right now, and again, I don't expect it to last long, but right now, the Bears are ahead of the Packers in the NFC North.
Which is so
And of course,
funny.
It's weird to look at. I feel like I'm in an episode of The Twilight Zone. And, Bears fans, we're kind of just over here being like, ha, 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 ha. You know what I mean? Like, we're soaking it in now while we can. But, Packers fans, I mean, oh my gosh, dude. I don't know if you've seen him. There's this one dude on Instagram, the Packers fan, always wearing a Cheez-It on his helmet. He's got long red hair, and he literally just has the most punchable face, in my opinion. Packers fan,
Many people
and
with
just
punchable faces.
yeah. So
Half of them
anyway,
have been Packers fans.
yeah, exactly. So he's one of those ones that's just like, well, your schedule's just about to get a lot harder, so blah 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 blah. You know what I mean, sort of thing. And so I want to transition into the whole idea of the Bears and Giants game, which is a thing of two things on that end. Bears in this situation here, I will agree though, this was probably the last of the easy games that the Bears are going to have, and they barely won this one. So that means if the Bears really want to say, hey, we're making a comeback, then it's time to put it together. It's time to start cranking out some solid wins against the teams that they have upcoming in their schedule.
Also, look who
That said, though,
decided to show up.
and he's muted, and I
Happy
don't
to
think
be here. Thanks, guys.
Tyler's is working. I think Matt's is still down though. Did Tyler?
Matt had a child.
Oh yeah, he's
sickness.
having a kid issue. Yikes. Okay, well that's fair. We'll let him handle that. Been there.
But I will
I'm
say,
Been
gonna
there.
be a little in and out myself, actually, but yes, I am here.
You have In-N-Out? You have In-N-Out burger? Can I have some?
I wish I was. How do I
I
sign up for
love
that?
In-N-Out burger. Oh my
In-N-Out
gosh.
is gross.
What is wrong with you, dude? In-N-Out is so good.
No, I've never had good In-N-Out.
He likes the Jags. What do you expect of him?
Yeah,
True.
good classic Southern cooking. Get out of here.
Well, we all do. Come on, man. So okay, so what would you consider like a more quality burger establishment than In-N-Out?
Oh, there's so many. Oh man. Here's the thing. The one that always comes to the top of my head, no one has been to.
Which one?
There's two that I would consider. Like I'd be like, if you brought them up and said they're better than In-N-Out, I'd be like, okay, understandable. But let's hear it.
Well, mine is called Cookout, which is only in North and South Carolina, so I know no one's really had that.
Well,
Nope.
womp womp doesn't count. Keep going. Come on.
Gosh,
Give us something.
here's the thing. There's
Give us
not
something.
good
I was
burger
calling you a
places in
heretic.
Utah.
Yes, there is, dude. In-N-Out is fire, man.
Oh, I hate In-N-Out. I know so many people that agree with that. That In-N-Out is not.
I'm not a big fan of their fries. I'll be honest.
Their
Fries
fries
You
are
get
not-
animal fries, though. You get their animal
because
fries,
all
though.
their animal
I
fries
like the
is-
sauce, but I still don't like the
It's
fries.
Thousand Island dressing. That's all it is.
Yep.
It's still good.
You can make it at home for half the price and make it 10 times better.
It'll taste good, and it's actually pretty affordable too. The only
I
two
like-
answers that I would
Hold
say,
on, hold on.
I would say-
got one because I forget that it is in Utah because it's like a 30-minute drive for me. But I do have two for you. So the one that I prefer is Shake Shack.
I like Shake
so
Shack.
expensive though. It's good, but it's so expensive. Whereas In-N-Out are more
Yes.
I
affordable.
will say Shake Shack is expensive, but it's so much better. The other one,
It
I
is-
prefer
does taste
Freddy's
good.
over Shake Shack. I think Freddy's does the better steak burger.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't remember last time I had
I
Freddy's.
agree.
The other one, which is a famous one, and I will fight people that say no, Whataburger.
Whataburger is not in Utah, but Whataburger is one of those examples that I said
Mhm.
I would say it's better than In-N-Out. I would also have taken Culver's as an answer.
I
Oh,
haven't had a burger
no.
from Culver's at all.
Culver's is not better than In-N-Out and is not in the top.
Here's the
I
thing.
feel like it's
I-
pretty dang
I
good.
would put
No.
In-N-Out towards the bottom for burgers for me.
Well, you put like something like McDonald's or Burger
Heck
King
no.
over In-N-Out?
McDonald's
Okay.
dead last. Screw McDonald's. The last time I had
Glad we're on the
McDonald's
same page.
was probably 10 years ago, and I didn't even get their burger. I got their nuggets and I got their fries, and I still was not happy.
It's because you got their nuggets and their fries.
Because
I was
they
gonna
don't have good
say.
food. Their only good food is breakfast.
That
Ew,
is
I actually
true.
can't. I actually cannot stand McDonald's
You don't
breakfast.
like- you
The
don't like
McGriddle?
McDonald's?
No, I don't like it.
Okay, the
A
McDonald's
McGriddle
hash
is the
brown?
best breakfast food item.
No, and I don't even like their hash browns. Like literally, I don't know
see, I
what
like
it
hash
is.
browns.
Maybe it's
Their
just
hash browns are
maybe-
greasy.
maybe it's just like I had a bad experience. Like it's that line out of The Italian Job. I had a bad experience. Well, what happened? I had a bad experience. I don't know. I just don't like McDonald's breakfast.
McKay, I need to know what was the number 2 that you had?
I said it was Culver's, and you guys didn't agree.
Oh,
On
I didn't
disagreement.
agree
Too
because
greasy.
I've never had a Culver's burger. I don't even think I've been to Culver's really.
I will.
You're not
I will
missing
say
anything.
this. I will say this. Now that I think about it, like if you were to put In-N-Out or Culver's in front of me, and I'd have to choose one to eat for the rest of my life, I probably would pick In-N-Out. But if you put Whataburger and In-N-Out in front of me, and I had to choose one to eat for the rest of my life, I'd definitely pick Whataburger.
Whataburger's pretty good. I will say, haven't had it in a long time, but A&W burgers were not bad.
Oh, dude, the ones that we had up in Canada, those were pretty
Mhm.
good.
Those were.
Yeah,
That's
I
that-
got
that's
fat
that
off of
Alberta
those.
beef. The
I
Alberta.
just gotta
Yeah,
say,
right.
Five Guys.
No.
Five Guys, best
used-
chain.
No, I used to love Five Guys, but Five Guys is way pricey. And if you want to talk about grease and have the grease argument, they are probably the greasiest burger.
No, they are not.
No, they're not the greasiest.
I would say they're one of the greasiest. Not the, but one of.
Love how this is the conversation we've diverted to with I mean, I know I'm the one who started it by making the In-N-Out joke, but I love that this is the conversation we diverted to with Matt having to take care of a sick kid.
If you think In-N-Out or if you think Five Guys is not greasy, you have never been given a bag of their fries and the bag just rips in half from how greasy it is.
Oh, I'm not saying their fries aren't greasy. I would agree that the fries are greasy. I'm talking about
Yeah,
the burger.
The burger's the same, and I used to eat it like every other day.
Well, no wonder
How did
you ate it.
You eat it every other day? Like, dude,
When I
how
lived
are
in
you
North
not
Carolina.
broke?
When I lived in North Carolina, it's called having parents.
Yeah. Anyway, should I get back to my conversation about the Giants?
About
Sure.
how the Giants are a
Actually, back
giant
to football.
nothing burger without Jackson Dart and Cam Scattaboo.
And Malik Neighbors. And look, I explained to you guys when we talked on the group chat, when I explained to you like the decision that Brian Dable made, just keeping the points for the field goal instead of, having the chance to run the ball from the half-yard line and go and, get a touchdown. Level with me here, guys. Now that I've explained that, do you think he did that on purpose? Throwing in the towel saying, I don't want to
Just to
play
be
another
done.
game with Russell Wilson?
I don't
Possibly.
know. I'm more confused of how Brian Dable gets fired for that, but Mike McDaniel doesn't get fired for calling a timeout at 15 minutes at the very start of the game.
The only reason he didn't, well, that has happened before, mind you, Shane, but you wouldn't know because you don't watch college football.
No, I don't.
There is an infant. I will get to it here in a second. I will say Mike McDaniel. The only reason he probably didn't get fired for that is because the dude won the game. But there is an infamous. Tyler knows about this. There is an infamous video, a college football video of a Penn State whiteout game where Michigan starts the ball at the very beginning. Clock is at 15. Start of the first quarter, and they cannot even get the first snap with a hard count or anything off because the crowd is so loud, and they have to call a timeout right off the get-go. And then Penn State's crowd gets even louder.
But then what's the deal with the Dolphins doing it then?
I don't know. I didn't watch the game.
We know their crowd is not that loud, especially in Miami.
Hard Rock's not that bad.
Yeah, a lot of the Dolphins fans are not happy though, so I doubt it's going to be like rupturing and messing things up for the team.
That's true. My brother, every Sunday, being a Dolphins fan, always posts on like a note on his Instagram saying, take a shot every time Tua throws the ball or every time Tua throws an interception.
What happens when Tua gets concussed?
I think you finished the cup. Yeah, I think you emptied the entire bottle,
Oh man. All right. So anyways,
which means you're entering a bottle every game.
gosh. But anyways, the Bears are doing decent.
We'll see what happens with this Vikings game. Again, I have to be cautiously optimistic with the Bears because it's like, yeah, cool, they're winning games. It's the first time that they've had a solid record in a while, but they're heading into the roughest part of their schedule. You have the Vikings revenge game coming up. After that, you've got Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers coming to town, which is just bad juju all around for the Bears.
Oh,
And
Bears
then
coming to town.
Yep, exactly. And then you've got 2 Packers games still, on the horizon, and the Eagles.
Yeah, not
So.
great.
Not great at all. Shane, we talked enough about that, and we got diverted about burgers. Let's have you do your Chargers and Steelers coverage, and then Tyler will have you do your coverage, and then we got to get into our matchups for this week.
Mine is just gonna be very, very quick. I was surprised how well the Chargers did against one of the better defenses and not having most of their O-line intact. They won 25-10. I think the Chargers could be competitive, and honestly, if their team was healthy, they'd be very, very scary right now.
Either of you guys see that Pat McAfee video where they talked about the each member of the Chargers O-line for the game that night and what their PFF rank was and everything like that?
Nope.
Like, each of their tackles, every guy on the O-line was either like 35 of 36 in the league or 36 of 36 or 34 of 36. They were the worst of the worst for the O-line. And yet, they won that game, and they kind of kept TJ Watt a little quiet.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of the same thing with the Texans, which is why I was very, very upset that we lost and did not pressure Davis Mills at all.
Yeah, it happened.
Alrighty, Tyler, what you got for us?
Nothing, apparently.
I mean, I have
Oh,
nothing for him, but I was
remember-
quiet for a reason on it.
Yeah, he's in and out again, remember? That's where the whole in and out conversation started. Shane, it's just like the good old days. It's just you and me again.
Oh gosh.
I'm
Actually,
back.
I was gonna say the Falcons Colts one was actually a very good game, and the Falcons are more competitive than a lot of people think.
Hey, raise your hand. This is going to be like a Mean Girls thing where, raise your hand if you ever been personally victimized by Regina George. Raise your hand if any of your fantasy teams were personally victimized by Jonathan Taylor this week.
Oh, none of mine.
Nope.
this year.
100% yes.
One of mine got wrecked pretty bad. I woke up and I was like, well, I've already lost.
Yeah, no,
Mine,
it's-
I was doing the wrecking. It was great.
Instead,
Oh,
I stared
nice.
at a 9-point bow knits across the board.
Yeah.
I got 280 points in one of my leagues because I had Jonathan Taylor and Trayvon
Trevion.
Henderson.
Dang.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
insane.
So, obviously with that being a game over in Europe, we weren't awake, for it when that game, was really going on and stuff like that. Weren't really paying attention to it. But right around the time that I think that game was ending, I mean, you guys all know because we all play in that 10-man. Emily was playing John, who has Jonathan Taylor, and he's now the undisputed 1 seed in that league now too, thanks to that. But she literally, we were just very casually just sitting there in the kitchen. She pulls up her phone, and all of a sudden I hear just down from the kitchen, because I'm over in the other room helping one of the kids,
Just scream.
and I hear Jonathan Taylor, what the hell? And I'm like, oh no, what happened? Sure enough, he has 77 points.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It was
Beautiful.
Rough.
so funny. So funny.
You may complain that your fantasy football teams were personally victimized by Jonathan Taylor. My actual football
Actual
team was personally victimized by Jonathan Taylor.
It's kinda
You at least
debatable.
went to OT. Hey, there's
We
got to be
did.
some credit for that.
Considering the game he had, the fact that we took it to overtime, I think deserves some prop.
Yeah. Just didn't end in
Yeah.
a
The fact that we
win.
let him have that game, maybe not so much.
And the fact
I was
that
going to say,
you
the
guys just
fact that
let
he
Tyler
scored
Algier-
the winning touchdown.
The fact that you guys let Tyler Algier score all the touchdowns instead of Bijan.
I love
Tyler
Algier.
doesn't
He
care.
can
He
score
likes
every
Algier.
touchdown.
I like Tyler Algier, but I mean,
I have Bijan starting in 2 leagues, and I would still rather see Algier score every time
Why?
because I love
But he
that
likes
dude.
Algier.
Well, everybody likes Algier. All right.
Okay, I am covering Seahawks Cardinals.
Correct.
That was
What you
a nightmare
Am I good? All right.
nightmare fuel for Cardinals.
Yeah. Although second half, not so much. I think Seahawks came out showing they had the same pace, the same capacity that they had. I don't want to say last week now because last week was Cardinals 2 weeks ago. But now against Washington, but now we see a Cardinals team that in the second half comes back, scores 20 points. I think this is a good showing for the Seahawks, but I do think that they still have some concerns. Are they going to be able to keep up with the decent Seahawks or are any decent teams in the future if they can't clean up those mistakes that allowed the Cardinals, of all teams, to come back and score?
I think they honestly just took their foot off the gas and just felt like they had put it away.
So now it's time for me to
It was still starting offense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now it's time for me to ask
need to
this
play
question
as
because
far.
I feel like this one is pretty important and it will kind of translate into our For the Fun moving on later down. Who is the better team in the NFC West? Because we talked about what the Seahawks were able to do to the Cardinals just now, but did y'all see the beatdown that the Rams put on the 49ers?
Mhm.
Who's better at this point? Because we're gonna see it this week. Seahawks and Rams. Who's the better team at this point?
I think overall, I would say Seahawks, but I think the Rams have a better offense.
Well, I think the Rams have the better shot too because the Seahawks have already lost to the 49ers.
That was also a healthier 49ers team, if I remember right.
It was,
That was
but
when
they
they got
still,
broken.
just because of the conference record.
Yeah.
Rams have I think Seahawks might be the better overall team, but I think Rams have the better shot at going into the postseason.
The Rams also have a loss to the Niners, though. Just reminding
do they
you
really?
of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their first game they lost.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so both have one loss to the 49ers. Seahawks to be determined because the Seahawks still play the Rams twice more before.
Yes.
I think both of those teams are going to be in the playoffs. Honestly, the rest
Oh,
of the
100%.
NFC is kind of bad.
I wouldn't say
Right.
bad, just ultra competitive. Well, okay, I don't want to say that because the NFC East and the NFC South, at this point, it kind of seems like we know who's coming out of those divisions. The NFC North is kind of just the bulldog fight, mess,
The
chaos,
NFC North,
whatever
I
you
think
want to
the
call
Bears
it.
are going to struggle. I think the Packers don't have
Oh, yeah.
a real identity, and the Lions lose winnable games. So
And then there's the Vikings,
the
who
Vikings
are going to
is
fight.
just JJ McCarthy. He's Jekyll and Hyde. You don't know which one you're going to get.
Yeah. But with that said, though, I feel like there's a greater opportunity that you're going to see 3 NFC West teams in the postseason than you're going to see 3 NFC North teams. Does that sound right?
I believe that.
About right. All right,
I take the 49ers in the postseason before the Packers or the Vikings and the Bears.
Let's jump into our matchups for this week because we need to speed through some of this stuff. We had a late start.
Yeah. Matt? Did he die again?
He is not here. He is risen.
That was blasphemous. Shane,
It was.
Yes.
Lions versus Eagles. I liked it, though, Ty. That was funny.
Lions versus
Thank
Eagles.
you.
So earlier, I had said, and I've been talking to other people, I've been saying that this is the week we're going to find out what teams are going to be the Super Bowl favorites. Who's the pretenders, who's not the pretenders, who's competitive, and you're going to keep games close. This is the week that I think kind of defines what the playoffs are going to look like completely. We got a lot of strong matchups and a lot of top teams and contenders facing a lot of contenders or pretenders. So to kick mine off, I got Lions versus Eagles because honestly, the Eagles have been looking kind of to me. I don't know if that's just me or anybody else. I feel like they have a lot of good stuff. They're defending Super Bowl champions. But games I feel like they should win by 30, they're winning by 3.
I would argue the Lions are kind of in a similar spot. I would say the Lions haven't been.
I'm not disagreeing.
Okay.
I think it's both
Okay.
ways, honestly. But I think this game's going to decide which one of these two is better. Because as we were just saying about the Lions lose very winnable games, and for whatever reason, they seem to compete against and do well against teams that they may not be the favorite, and the Eagles are kind of the same. So I think this is going to decide a lot for the NFC.
I think it's a big one. 100%.
I think almost every single game this week is a big one.
Well, and that kind of goes into our For the Fun, too. I really am excited to jump into that. But yeah, we got to get there first.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big games that have a lot of playoff implications.
Yeah.
But anyways.
So, Lions versus Eagles, I feel like this is going to be a situation where, the Eagles are almost kind of backpedaling here. So I'm with you, Shane. I think I'm going to take the Lions in this game.
I think we will see this rematch in the playoffs, though.
Yeah, I think it's possible. We were thinking this was going to be the NFC Championship game matchup last year.
Not anymore.
And the Commanders showed up.
Matt, Tyler, what you got?
Well, since you guys already chose
Had
your
the Bucks
stuff,
Bills. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I mean,
no.
Who you're picking for Lions Eagles, man?
I was gonna say Lions
People
for me,
coming
just because
unprepared.
Eagles are a little bit, with the AJ Brown stuff. Like,
by the
Yeah.
way, I saw
Yeah.
a statement today, and I don't know if this is true, and I don't know if anyone else has seen it, where AJ Brown came out and said, "Hey, if you have me on fantasy, drop me. Do not have me on your team anymore."
he said it
So,
on a stream with a popular streamer while they're playing Madden together. So it's like documented. I think it came out of his mouth.
It's written in the history books.
But here's the thing. He's done this before. He's like, they're not throwing me the ball. They're not giving me the ball. And he does this, and where he has a couple bad fantasy weeks, he complains about it publicly, and then he comes in the next week and drops like a 30-score bomb. So I don't know what to think.
Yeah.
Tyler, Lions or Eagles?
Eagles, despite how little I want that to be the case, I would bet on the Eagles.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Matchup monster. Oh boy. I want Gibbs' redemption game.
Yeah, I would kind of agree with you there. It's got to be Gibbs.
Yeah, I agree.
I need those fantasy points.
That too.
Alrighty, let's move on to the next
Yep.
game.
Yep.
Tyler, Bucks Bills?
He writes it down and
Bucks.
says nothing.
Bucks and Bills, dollar bill, y'all. Little Wu-Tang Clan reference. No, nothing.
Tyler!
Don't hear anything from him.
Okay,
All right,
I'll
I'm
just
going.
do mine. Oh, okay, I was gonna say I'll go back to mine, but it's fine.
No, you go. Go back to yours, Matt.
Okay.
I forgot.
Well, mine's obvious.
Patriots.
One that has big. No, I was about to say
Oh,
playoff
please don't go where I think
issues.
you're going.
Oh, we're going there.
Oh boy.
Kansas City Chiefs and Denver.
Yeah, but fair.
Yeah, no, this is a big game. Like, let's be
one.
honest. Like, it's one of the big ones besides obviously
Mm-hmm.
the Jacksonville and Chargers. So, I think both of these games would be my choice if I could choose two teams or two matchups, just because it's lots of playoff stuff going on here.
I'm rooting for the Broncos, but I think the Chiefs are gonna win it.
Yeah, how they were on Monday, it's like, what the crap was that? Like, you guys imploded. What? Why? It's like, what's going on? But the only thing they have going for them is it's in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only upside that I would say go with the Broncos as the winner for me. Because I'm not going to go too much into it.
Quarterback.
Yeah. But I think if they can get out early, the Chiefs just don't have a good enough offensive line and offense right now to play against Denver in their defense.
Well,
That's
yeah,
my
Yeah.
own personal
I'm still gonna say
opinion,
the Kansas City.
but I can't go to conscience say Kansas City, so I have to pick the Broncos. And this is why I don't gamble.
Matchup monster, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Rashee Rice. I feel like he's
Mhm.
the
He could be a
best.
problem.
He's the best weapon on the team.
Yeah.
I think the blaringly obvious for Denver for the matchup monster that I'm gonna pick is Bo Nix. Like he's gonna have to ball out. Like he's gonna have to literally lead that team with throwing like a maniac.
Do you think it's going to be on his legs or on his arm?
I think it
Arm.
has to be on his arm just because
Arm.
the Chiefs have that deep ball threat with multiple people. It's like you're gonna have to go for shot for shot. If it's that type of game, he's gonna have to throw it.
I think
Now
the thing that's
later in
going to
the
kill
game,
Broncos.
if they're leading, use his legs. So
Yeah. I think the thing that's going to throw the Broncos off actually is the run game. I'm going to say Kareem Hunt is the matchup monster.
valid.
And
did
I'm
you-
picking Denver for this one.
Split down
Because
the
you want to
middle.
not sleep on the couch tonight.
Yep, I don't want to sleep on the couch tonight.
You don't sleep on the couch every night?
No, well, I mean, most nights I sleep on my, lazy boy. But if I were to pick, the Chiefs here, then she'd probably break my lazy boy and make me sleep on the couch. And then, it'd be all downhill from there.
You know, Tyler, it's a good thing you did not marry a Patriots fan.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I wouldn't have done it. It's like marrying outside of your political party or religion.
Wait, how long have you been married?
I was gonna say, how long you been married?
8 years.
Oh yeah, it would have been fine. It would have been pre.
Yeah, you would have
30.
escaped it. I don't know if the dating cycle would have gone that well, though. Just been a lot of roasting you, but
Technically,
The
we
marriage
had
will be
dated
filled with
before that
roast.
game and after that game. So
So you would have
That's
broken
true,
up with her after the game. We're done.
listen. I don't think this is gonna work out. No, it's not you. It's my team. It's not your team. It's my team.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. All right, Tyler, you want to cover Bucks and Bills?
yes, 2 6-win teams. Sorry, I was trying to say this earlier, and apparently no one could hear me, and everyone just kept talking over me, and it was super rude.
Did you mute yourself again?
No, I was looking at my screen and it said I was unmuted, and I was like, "What in the world?" So I just had to reset my headset, and now we're
Well,
back
you
to
have to,
it.
because we were like, oh, Tyler's gonna get going, and I even made like a Wu-Tang Clan reference, and it was just silence from your
It
thing.
was.
I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. So, in case anyone was curious, Buffalo Bills at this point have an 87% chance to make the playoffs, and Tampa Bay has a 93% chance not playoffs, to make a championship game. And so, my question to all of you is, how much does a loss in this game affect that chance?
I don't think it's really gonna.
Um.
I think there's more at stake for the Bills than there is for the Buccaneers in this game.
I would agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Bills have. Well, I won't say they have to win. They'll still be in a good position to make a wild card spot, but yeah, it won't help them down the road, especially when they play the Patriots again.
So, if they lose this game but beat the Patriots, they would still be wild card, right?
Yeah.
If my understanding is correct. So they have to
They
win
would.
this game, beat the Patriots,
And win out.
and presumably win out the rest of the AFC teams.
The Bills are currently the 6th seed. The Chargers are the 5th seed, and the Jaguars sit at the 7th seed. But the Chiefs are tied with them
On
for
the
that.
bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, best case scenario for people that want the Chiefs to not make the playoffs is the Jaguars beat the Chargers, the Broncos beat the Chiefs, and the Bills win as well, and possibly the Ravens win as well this week for the main reason of I want a buffer.
Yeah.
But I think
Beat-
the Ravens are on a bye.
Beat them. Beat them. Beat them hard. Pause.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's match up monsters. Buccaneers and Bills. What do we have?
I'm going with Bucks. I like Baker.
I
But-
got Buccaneers as well, and I have a
Yeah.
Egbuka because the rest of the team is kind of dead.
Well, it just depends on if people like. I don't know when Godwin's going to come back, but He needs to
Godwin
get
is
Yeah,
back.
he doesn't know either.
Evans
Yeah,
is
he needs
We
to
out.
don't
get back.
see Irving's
Irving
coming
is-
back either.
Irving
Yeah.
is most likely out for this game as well.
For that reason, I got the Bills winning this game, and I got Josh Allen as the matchup monster.
I'm taking
I like
the
that stance.
Buccaneers.
I mean, I'm not
Well,
mad
it
that the
seems
Bills
like-
win it.
It seems like the Bucks are going to win then, because I don't know if you guys looked back at our picks from last week. All 4 of the picks that I made. No, that's not true. I picked the Patriots one, but 3 of the picks I made, I was like the lone guy picking that one team, and that team totally blew up. It was bad. Like I think I picked the Steelers to dominate the Chargers. That didn't happen. There were a couple of other ones there that I was like, yeah, no, it didn't happen.
Yep.
Okay, all right, Seahawks and Rams, and then we'll get into our fun stuff. Hey, I think this is Clash of the Titans here, guys. I think this is going to probably be the most
Mhm.
offensively thrilling matchup of this week. I'm really curious to see how this goes as far as what the Seahawks offensively can do if they stay consistent. Rams are a bit of a question mark here at this point, too, mainly from the point of I know Devontae Adams is questionable, so I don't know what his health is like. Kind of the same with Puka Nacua. You've got 2 quarterbacks here who are
His
balling
appendix
out.
burst. He's fine. He'll just be out a week.
So fun stuff. So with that though, I do think when push comes to shove in this game, I think I'm going to take the Seahawks in this one.
I'm with you.
Same here. I'm taking the Seahawks.
I'm taking the Seahawks as well. I think with just all the injuries on the Rams side and a bunch of people that are kind of just plain wounded, I just don't think it's going to help them playing against a good team like the Seahawks.
Yeah. Matchup monster for me, guys. I'm taking this is going to be kind of a one out of left field, but I'm taking Zach Charbonnet. He's going to do the Tyler Algier. There's going to give him the ball at the 1 yard line every time, which is what they should have done to Marshawn Lynch.
Gosh.
Whitaker
I had a
should.
feeling Matt would like that one.
Good memories.
I got JSN. He is looking like one of the top receivers in the league right now.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Because Tyler is currently muted, I am looking at it right now, so he can't come back and say, I was talking, no one talked about anything, blah, blah, blah. He is for sure muted this time. Quickly do upset of the week. I think
Yep.
the biggest upset of the week for me. I don't really see any. I think if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Giants upsetting the Packers. And I don't even feel like that's a big one.
For me, it's New England going down to the Jets.
Yeah,
Same. Darn it. That's what I was going to pick.
that is a very
It
big
would be
one.
so bad. Like, not only are they at the rivalry uniform, it would just be bad.
Jet black.
I've got the Titans beating the Texans.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that one.
That would be pretty wild.
Davis Mills. Alrighty. Let's
General Mills.
Gosh.
Yep.
Dress him by his rank and title.
Yeah. All right, everyone. What's the most expensive game of the week?
Oh boy. The priciest?
Mm-hmm.
Jaguars and Chargers.
Bullcrap.
Nope.
No,
Lions Eagles.
Lions and Eagles is not.
Oof. Feel like I was close on that one at least. There's no foreign games, are there?
Nope.
Seahawks Rams.
Is it
then?
Is
Nope.
it Jets Patriots?
Oh wait, no, there is a game in Spain, but it's definitely not the most expensive.
Okay.
What was yours, Tyler?
Jets, Patriots.
Huh? Nope.
It's really not Seahawks Rams.
Yeah,
Really?
it's not. It is Dallas and the Raiders. 301.
Oh,
Why?
No way.
Why? It's 'cause
Yeah,
it's Vegas. It's 'cause it's Vegas.
301.
stupid. Oh yeah, because it's in Vegas and it's the Cowboys.
And after that, the next closest at 273 is Denver and Kansas City.
I get that one. That one makes sense.
And the cheapest ticket, what do you guys think?
Panthers and Falcons.
No, I
Nope.
feel like that one's pretty good. Commanders, Dolphins.
Nope.
Ca-
Think real
Packers and
hard.
excuse me, Panthers and Falcons at one point was $7 per ticket. You remember that a few years
Yeah.
ago, Tyler?
Yes,
That was bad.
That was like, I was
Think
like,
real
man, if I lived
hard.
back home, I could go for $7.
Cheapest one. Didn't we say it was going to be Texans and Titans? No, that was last week with
That was last
Texans
week.
and Jaguars. Yeah, it was last week.
Bengals, Steelers.
Like this one's has to be obvious.
Bengals, Steelers.
No. The Browns and the Ravens at $10.
I mean,
Wow.
I would pay $10 to go see Lamar Jackson demolish the Browns.
Yeah, it's in
Pay me
Cleveland,
$10
that's
to go.
why.
That's fair.
Oh man. All right, cool. Let's go into our For the Fun here with the time that we have left. I want to talk about so it's called contenders, pretenders, and teams that can make some noise. So it's like what challenges remain for teams that could make it into the playoffs. So let's just go off here at this point, and let's basically say we're probably not going to talk about these teams because it seems at this point they're really unlikely to make the playoffs
Yeah.
at this point. Dolphins, Jets, Bengals, Browns, Raiders, Titans, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants, Cardinals, Saints, and we're actually throwing the Falcons on here, although they could technically go on the fringe on the other side. But we're going to start off here with the teams that could make some noise. These are teams that could make it into the playoffs, but what's their biggest threat remaining? So let's start off with each of these teams. First one we got up is the Ravens. What's the toughest game remaining for the Ravens, guys?
Oh, toughest game? I was gonna say they have
Yep.
to win out for the rest of your toughest
Well,
game's probably gonna
they
be
have the
Patriots.
Patriots. Yeah, Patriots towards the end.
Yep.
And then they got the Packers.
I think they could
Come
beat
to
the
a solid
Packers.
decision here.
I would say
Yeah.
Patriots.
I think that I'd say Patriots.
Yeah. Because they played
Yeah.
I think,
Agreed.
Bengals twice, Steelers twice. So it's like,
Bengals will have Burrow back, but
yeah.
I think the Ravens are finally getting healthy again, so I don't see much issue.
We're going to come back to the Ravens here in a second. What's the toughest game remaining for the Steelers? They're up next.
Steelers, Lions.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Knowing, so I'm going to take this right now from the AFC North with these two teams here. Knowing what we know right now, which one of these two teams is winning the division?
I would say the Steelers.
I'd agree. But if they're getting the first,
Aaron Rodgers knocked out first round.
call it a career. You guys see that picture of him getting flattened by the Chargers defense?
Yes.
That was
Yes.
funny.
That was so funny.
Aaron
And I
Rodgers
love
getting
to-
hit always turns into a meme.
I love to. I had to say, I was over at my in-laws' house when this happened, and they're not super into NFL football. But when that safety happened, that was like the first scoring points for the Chargers. It was Khalil Mack who sacked Aaron Rodgers, and I was like, "What do you know? A former Bear sacks a former Packer. I love it." My father-in-law was like, "Huh?"
It was a good day for you,
Yeah, I liked it.
watching your former owner just get nailed by one of your former players.
I'd hate to run into Khalil Mack in a dark alley. You see a couple years ago he did to Tristan Wirfs, threw the guy with one arm.
I don't know. I think I'd still be more terrified of Aaron Donald.
Well, I would be too.
As Geno Smith once said, "Oh crap!"
Yeah, no, if not Aaron Donald or Khalil Mack, you might as well throw him up there with the likes of Cam Chancellor and Ray Lewis. Actually, no. I'm gonna say number one I'd be most scared of is O.J. Simpson, but that's a different story.
Gosh, I was hoping no one would go there.
Dan Campbell.
He'll take your kneecaps.
Gosh. All right. Anyways, next up we got Kansas City Chiefs.
The refs.
No, the refs are on the Chiefs' side.
No, I'm saying that's how they make noise. That's how they get back into the playoffs is by
Gosh.
their 13th man.
Yeah.
It.
So what would be their toughest game where, Matt, with that result, what would be the game that they would need the refs to help them out the most then?
The Chiefs actually have a pretty tough remaining
Against the
schedule.
Broncos?
You would say against
Broncos?
the Broncos, not the Colts or the
Yep.
Chargers?
No.
I would say the Chargers.
It just puts them further back from being in a better position. Plus, if they happen to get in the playoffs, they have to play probably them again.
I would say
At
the
home,
Chargers
you know.
are the bigger obstacle. The Broncos are starting to nosedive, and the Chargers are starting to surge.
Right. I would say if they beat them, though, their chances are pretty much toast. So that's why I think the biggest obstacle right now is the Broncos this week. Because if they lose and then the Chargers beat them on top of that, they're out. But there's no way they're going to be in the playoffs. But
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I think their biggest issue is that game. So
Yeah. Okay, what about the Chargers?
the game against Jacksonville, kind of for the same reason.
This week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
That's a kind of
But
game they have to win.
There's kind of like this weird mini rivalry that seems to exist with these two teams that just kind of came out of nowhere, huh, Shane?
It did not come out of nowhere. It's been there for a long time.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't make sense from the point of like they're not division rivals. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
if we
It
have
ju- it just-
rivalries outside division, the Chargers and the Jaguars will be it. For the main reason is just that when they play each other, it's often called the Battle of the Navy Towns.
that's right. Well, I'm just saying that because like right now there's almost like an unofficial mini rivalry that seemed to happen with the Bears and the Commanders because it's the Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams debate.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of similar to like the Jaguars and Chargers rivalry, but that lasted a lot longer.
That one's been going on for like 25 years.
Yeah.
Probably longer.
So
honestly,
Jaguars, you'd say on the flip side too, they got to win this game against the Chargers if they really want to stay
I
in
think
it.
If the Jaguars lose this game, I think that they are out of the playoffs, and unfortunately, that most likely means the Chiefs get in. And like I said, everybody needs to be a Jaguar fan right now if they want the Chiefs out. If you want the Chiefs in, you're definitely rooting against the Jaguars right now.
How about the Texans? Texans have kind of snuck in there here at the very end. What do we think? Like, what's going to be the toughest game for them?
The Chiefs.
I would say just the rest of the season, just because they've been so on and off, and they're so far back that if they don't like come to ball, they'll just disappear off of the hunt. So they would have to win out. So I think that's their biggest obstacle. Like they have to win out.
I would say that if we had to pick one game, then we would have to say the Chiefs. It comes right in the middle, so it'll be when both teams need every single win to count, and there's gonna be some shenanigans come December.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Tyler,
Okay,
you're
so
off with
the Green Bay Packers.
Toughest game for the Pack? Probably that Ravens game.
Yeah. I would say the Ravens game.
Mm-hmm.
What about the Bears?
The Bears.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams not breaking the nail.
Actually, honestly, I don't know if you guys have noticed, Caleb Williams has actually been the best part of the offense lately.
Real quick, Caleb Williams getting jealous of Daniel Jones' lipstick. Did anybody see that meme?
Oh my gosh. No, honest talk here for the Bears, though. Toughest game remaining actually would have to be this game this Sunday against the Vikings. That's
Yeah.
big for the point of it's the revenge game. If they beat the Vikings, and they've got a real shot. And on the flip side too, with the Vikings here, if the Vikings want to stay in this, they got to beat the Bears this Sunday.
Mhm.
That's a good point. And what about the Vikings? Is the same thing? They have to beat the Bears?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Flip side,
Yep.
they got to beat the Bears.
The Bears.
All right, what about the Niners?
Bang bang Niner gang.
The rematch with the Seahawks.
At the very end. Here's the thing. I'm curious if it will even matter because that's the last game of the season, and by then they could have clinched a playoff spot at that point. So if I had to go earlier,
Yep.
assuming that they have not clinched a playoff spot in the last game, I would say 2 games before when they play the Colts.
Yeah.
Because that will decide whether they made the playoffs or not. I think the Seahawks game will just determine what they're seeded at.
What about Carolina?
How did we get
It's gonna
talking
take a
about
lot. It's gonna take a
Carolina?
lot.
Yeah, they got the Falcons, which have been sneakily good. They got the Niners, then the Rams. They got the Seahawks.
And they
It's not
got the
looking
I don't
Bucks
good.
think they have a
essentially
shot.
back to
They're
back.
out.
Yeah,
You got the Bucks, Seahawks, and Bucks. Like that's gonna be a rough end of your schedule.
for
That's
easy games, they
brutal.
have one easy game left.
Well, I don't know how they played this week. Who knows?
Yeah, which
They could play lights out and then really cause an issue.
All right, well let's just jump past the Panthers. I don't
Yep.
see them.
Yeah. Now we can
winning
move on
half
to the
of
next
these.
section.
The contenders, what can make them suck? Let's start with the Patriots.
The bye week.
That's going to derail you.
Yeah. The bye
Yeah,
week.
actually, yeah,
Lose the momentum.
yeah. If they,
Yep,
yeah.
that's exactly the thought I had when I saw this for this week. I'm like, oh, it's 100% the bye week, week 14. If they lose any momentum and they don't come back and just stomp the Bills, yeah. Like if they slow down at all, they're toast.
Hey, but then is it the Bills game or is it the bye week?
It's the bye
No,
week.
it's the bye week.
Like
I don't
if
know.
Vrabel can
I'm
keep
just
them
saying.
focused for that week and
He-
really gets them in a good practice, lets them have a break, but really keeps them focused and not treat it as a bye week, which Vrabel, that's how he coaches. So I don't see the problem. But if they come off the bye week comfortable and like, oh, we can coast, they can't have that mentality.
with all
They
that
got to
said,
come out and beat everyone.
let me say this. Then the most important game I think for you guys would be the game against the Giants right before the bye week. I think if you were to lose that game, you would then have to sit on that loss, go into your bye week still sitting on that loss, and then go play your division rival, the Bills.
Yeah.
And that Giants game is going to end with freaking what's his name, Bellinger catching the football on his helmet.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Right.
That'd be funny.
Didn't Gronk say that he was gonna sign like a 2-day contract?
He already did.
No,
He signed
like
a
to
1-day
come up.
contract.
No, Robert Kraft was like, "Hey, you want to sign a 2-day contract to help us beat the Jets?" And he's like, "Sure, I'm down." And it was just a funny joke.
Yeah. It'd be cool, but
Alrighty, the Buffalo Bills. Looking at it, I gotta say, same thing. Patriots.
Yep,
week
they got to
15.
win that
Yep.
game in New England.
Yeah.
Agreed.
To not only help them in the standings, but then kind of get their confidence momentum back.
Alright, let's move on to, we got the Denver Broncos, which I think is honestly going to be this week against the Chiefs.
Yep.
I think the Broncos need to win this because, one, puts them over the Chiefs as a divisional rival and gives them that tiebreaker boost. But also, if they win against the Chiefs this week, it may be good enough to knock the Chiefs out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I would argue it might actually be the second game against the Chiefs, just because of recency bias.
I think here's the thing. I would say this one though, for the main reason if the Broncos beat the Chiefs this week, they can carry that momentum all the way up until they play the Chiefs again, and then at
Yeah.
that point it may be a, hey, even if you guys win, it's not going to impact much.
Yeah. Well, and it's I think it's more important just because it's in Mile High.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a fair point.
Gotta think of the
Yeah.
momentum.
Like, hey, they lose an Arrowhead. Hey, a lot of people Arrowhead. You know,
Yeah. But if you lose in your own stadium,
that's a little rough.
Colts. Shane, we talked about this earlier, but the game against Jacksonville in TIAA Bank.
Mm-hmm. Gotta lock down the bank.
Eagles.
Caw.
I was like themselves.
Yeah, right. Their
That's what I wanted to say with
offensive
the
Their biggest
coordinator.
challenge. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say with the Jaguars. I was like, ourselves.
The
Eagles.
mirror.
It might be this game against the Lions this week.
I would say Lions or Chargers probably.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like they can bounce back against the Lions. The Chargers are come in at such a awkward spot that could just. But then they have the last 4 games that kind of aren't too difficult. But I would say definitely one of those two.
Hey, but on the flip side, Lions got to win this game against the Eagles because then that puts them solidly ahead of the pack here within their own division. Because the Packers are going to get a win most likely against the Giants, and the Vikings or the Bears, one of them is going to win this weekend.
One of them.
They got to get ahead, so yeah, they got to win this game.
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Oh, it's this
It might-
Sunday against the.
It might be this Sunday, and flip side for the Rams too.
Because this Sunday will, as we were saying before, it will decide who takes away the division.
Mm-hmm.
They play again
So
later,
this Sunday is important.
but yes, but that's what I said
Yes,
earlier. That
right.
there are 7 playoff deciding games for this week.
That's crazy.
Last but not least, we got the Buccaneers. Honestly, I think the most difficult one is going to be the Rams. The last 6 games are, I wouldn't say easy, but they're very winnable.
Yeah.
Kind of like we have these next 2 weeks. They got the Bills and the Rams, and then it finishes off with Cardinals, Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers again. Any other comments?
Yeah, not much more. No, not much more to say than that. I think the Rams will definitely be the hardest game of the rest of their season.
Yeah. Not really much else. A lot to it. Still a lot of things that could shake up here.
Yep. And I think with that, that's going to wrap up this episode.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, have a good night, everybody. Enjoy this very competitive week of football. And we'll see you
Yeah.
next time.
Woohoo!
See ya.